Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to another tier list. So, keeping on the Minecraft train, we're gonna do Minecraft food items. I mentioned this last time, but I said it was probably a good idea to do so. So let's do it. Start off with a good old apple. Apples are really only dropped by if you get rid of an oak tree. It has to be an oak tree. So those are pretty interesting. They're okay. So we're gonna be rating. So by the way, I guess I should mention this. It's Minecraft food items. So we're not gonna be rating them based on how much we like them. We're gonna be rating them on terms of like how good of an actual food source are they. So in terms of an actual food source, I think solidly you're just a B. Baked potato, C, because why? Why would you carry these around? There's like way better items than these. So beetroot soup, also a C. I think you're actually worse a little bit. Same with beetroot, so I'm going to keep these simple, because why would you carry these? There's so many better food sources out there. I don't know why you would carry these around.
Yeah, there's so many others, like just why?
So bread, I'll say A. I think that's the first A, because bread is pretty useful. It's very farmable, and it gives you a decent amount of food and stuff, so pretty useful.
Cake.
Now cake is weird, because cake works differently in both the variants. So in Java, they are not stackable. You can only have one per thing. In Bedrock, for some reason, they are stackable. You can have 64 of these in one hotbar. Don't know why that is. So in Java, like basically useless, because you can only carry one. In Bedrock, I would put it in B because you can stack them. So I don't know. I guess I'll put you at the beginning of C, but because I play Java more often. But I just find it weird that the two variants have different ways to do it. Carrots, I'm gonna put you in B tier. Because there's they're like kind of on par with the baked potato, but they are the only way. Well, they're one of the ways to unlock golden carrots, which I might as well do now. Golden carrots, S, because they give you what's the word for it? Whatever the word for it is, that it refills your hearts faster. So if you're on like one heart and you eat, saturation. That's the word. Oh. They have the most saturation. So if you like, let's say you're on one heart, and you eat a apple to refill your hunger. Your hearts will go up by a little bit, but not by much, and they might not even go all the way. These not only go all the way no matter what you're on, but they also go pretty quick. So if you're in a tough situation, like you're getting withered by a wither skeleton, or you're getting ganged up on them by piglins or whatever, just eat literally one of these. Or if you need to eat multiple to refill your hunger, then your saturation will go super hard, or like super far. And it'll refill your hearts basically in a matter of seconds. So very useful, and they're very easy to craft. You just need to surround a carrot with golden nuggets, and boom, you got golden carrots. And if you have a farmer villager, they have essentially, if you trade them emeralds, I think it's 2 emeralds for 3, or whatever the price is, you basically have infinite golden carrots. So very useful item. Chorus fruit, one of the more interesting food items. In terms of actual food, though, I would say you're here. Because they don't fill you up too much, but they do teleport you, which is interesting. So that's pretty interesting. I think we found our first D tier. These are worse than these guys. These guys you should have in an aquarium or something. That's really the only use of these guys. Cookies on here? Cookies are on there. Yeah. You can't eat cocoa powder, so
unless you can't eat that.
That's worse. Chicken. Chicken's alright. I'll put you in A tier above bread, because obviously any meat's gonna be better than bread. But they're super farmable, and they give you a good amount of hunger points, so pretty good. Not the best though.
God.
You're a bit better than these guys, so I'll put you here. No, there, please, thank you. Not too bad. Not too bad. Mutton, I think it's similar odds on par. I think all the meats are going to be in A tier, I think. Just because I don't think they deserve S. I think, there's only really a couple things that deserve S. So, kind of on par. Speaking of which, I think, pork chops to me are a bit better. I think they're the best in terms of the meats. I'm not totally sure on that. They're not as good as, these, obviously. These will be the only thing. Unless there's a notch up somewhere here. I'm not saying one. So they're on par with golden apple. So I guess there could be a couple things in there. But I think in terms of meats, it's the best. So rabbit, I think actually you're gonna go in B because I don't think you're actually that good. Rabbits are mainly used for rabbit hide and rabbit foots, so in terms of their meat, it's not that great. You're on par with these guys. Not much to say there. Cookies are really cool. It's a bit sad to me that they're not that good. You're better than these guys. I think you're actually on par with cake a little bit. You might even be better than cake, I think. But still, they're stackable, and it's used for cocoa powder. So there you go. Dried kelp. I think you're like the worst in the game. I can't remember if that's true or not. But you're least edible, so you surpass that. I'll put you there because I think you're useful as like a fire source, but other than that, I don't know what you're used for. Like, I don't see people walking around with dried kelp and be like, "Hey guys, you want some dried kelp?"
You want some dried kelp?
Eggs you cannot eat. Oh, there is nut job. I just didn't see it. Nut job. I mean, do I need to say anything here? Obviously, I might as well do this as well. All the golden stuff, obviously. The only way to get notch apples is to find them in chests and stuff. You can't trade with them. You can't find them anywhere naturally. They just have to be in a chest somewhere, like whether it be an ancient city, a mine shaft, whatever. These you can craft. You just get an apple and surround it with gold bars. And these you can craft as well. These you literally cannot craft. So, oops, no. You go there. Glowberries. Another food item that I like the idea of. It's just it's not a good food item. I think you're a little bit worse than, or no, I think you're a little bit better than cookies. I think just by a little bit. I also wish that, because they're called glowberries, right? I wish if you ate them, your character gave off a little bit of a glow, not as much as a torch, but like just a little bit. But they don't do that. So
yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think maybe they should do that eventually because they're called glowberries. So I'd hope they would do something special, but they don't. Honey you can consume, however, it's not a food item. Honey's only purpose, if you were to drink it, its only purpose is to remove poison. Like if you ate a pufferfish and got poisoned, you could drink honey to get rid of it. The honey is mainly used for building honey blocks, not for drinking. So I'd put you, in terms of food item, you're there because you don't restore any hunger. Melon block. They yield 9 melons, which are edible, but melons in general are not that good. So I'd put you there. Milk, very useful. For removing potion effects. So but the problem is you're not a hunger item, so I can't put you any higher.
The best consumable, the Minecraft Creeper cereal.
Is that actually what that is?
That's cereal.
Is it just what is it though? Like what kind of? It looks like Apple Jacks.
It's kind of like a Lucky Charms type thing with like marshmallows.
Oh.
But yeah, the best consumable.
I don't like cereal that much anymore, just because it's like you don't need that much sugar in the morning. I like the flavor of cereal. I just don't eat cereal because, like I said, it's too much sugar. I haven't tried it, so I can't say much. But if it's like Lucky Charms, which is one of the best cereals ever, then sure. Well, you get a cheat code because if you were normally like you should be down here, but whatever. Mushroom stew, very like replenishable. I said this in the last tier list, but if you get a mushroom cow, it's infinite. Because if you eat a bowl, if you use a bowl, it doesn't actually use it. You still have a bowl. Kind of like milk butter. If you drink the milk, you still have the bucket left. So basically infinite. I would say there because in terms of actual food item, they're not that good, but they're basically infinite, so that's nice. Raw potato. Or no, that's a poisonous potato.
I was about to say that looks
Why? That's even. I mean, you're edible, I guess. So technically here. Baked potato. Or no. Well, whatever. You know what I mean. I think they're a bit worse. So there you go.
Get like half a heart.
No, not good. These are literally poisonous. So again, here. Pumpkin pie. These are stackable no matter what version you're in, which I find pretty interesting. And they're not that hard to make. And if you have a farmer villager, they're infinite. So pretty cool. In terms of food, though, I think they're somewhere around here. I think they're better than carrots, but I don't think they're as good as cooked stuff. That is.
Is there a mysterious stew?
No, it's not suspicious. That's suspicious. I think this is rabbit stew. Rabbit stew. I think it's a little bit better than normal stew because it actually has food in it, like it has rabbit in it. But I don't think it's by much. Might as well just do the stew. Suspicious stew is one of the best in the game because it can give you random potion effects, which is interesting. And if you have a brown mushroom, it can give you infinite suspicious stew. So pretty interesting. Now we're in the raw stuff. I'm just gonna put it below wherever I put it. So where's the beef? Oh, we haven't done beef yet. That's interesting.
Yeah, we haven't done.
Go there, and then you're in here. Actually, you're not as good as that. Cook stuff. There we go. Chicken. They're all the same. So I'm gonna put you all in the same spots. It's kind of within each other because they're all similar. So there we go. Probably not.
All right.
They're better than carrots and apples, though. Well, I think actually now that I remember, I think apples are a little bit better. Raw fish again, same thing. These are all raw. So.
All right. Rotten flesh.
Literally gives you hunger, so I'm not entirely sure why I would use this.
Kind of defeats the whole point.
I think it's a little bit. It's definitely worth. It doesn't give you poison, so I'd say it's a bit better than these two.
Spider right.
Also, is poisonous. Sugar, you cannot eat sugar. Berries, another item that here. You know, we'll say that's less because you can't eat this. Berries is another item that I really like. It's just in terms of food, they're not that great. I do always have a farm of them just because you can breed the foxes with them, and because they are pretty. You can trade them with a butcher, I think, for some reason. I don't know why it's a butcher that has this, but if you trade a butcher, then I think it's actually 10. You only need 10, and they're very farmable. So they're cool. They do prick you if you have like a berry bush. In terms of food, though, I think actually I didn't mean to place you here, but I think you actually do go there because I think you're better than beetroot, but I don't think you're better than these guys up here. So, well, there you go. I'm not sure why some of these are on here. Like you can't eat these. I know what they're simulating. Like you can use these to make the food items, but it's food items, not like.
It's like consumables.
It's like consumables, right? So. Yeah. So obviously D tier. These are like the worst things. You don't want to ever touch these. C is like, you can touch them. They're not going to do much for you, but, you know, you can have them. B tier is like pretty good items, I would say. And, like, pretty good items at the start, then it slowly starts to go into like, do you really need those? A tier, probably should always have a farm of on deck. And then S tier, you should always have no matter what. Definitely these, you definitely want these, because these are super. And plus, with the nether having gold ore now, you can have basically infinite gold, so making these is not that hard. Pork chops, I think, is the best meat in the game, and then suspicious stew can give you random potion effects like fire resistance. So actually, if you're in the nether, you can have fire resistance without actually having to get blaze rods yet. Yeah, pretty cereal, and then obviously cereal, because why not? Why I don't know why that's there, because I don't know why that's there, but it's there. So there you go. But for us, we're gonna move on to a different tier list. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.